everyone, welcome to my channel, Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, I hope you enjoy what you hear and see. If you're returning from a previous video, as always, guys, I appreciate your continued support. Thank you so much. We are here to do a post review slash framing slash kit down of this gorgeous canvas. This canvas is from the company Crystal Canvas Art Designs. They sell all canvases that are all crystals. I believe they do have square ones. This is a round drill one though. The name of this particular canvas is called Vased Autumn Flowers with Pumpkins. And the artist is Mary Lou Troutman. This was a 50 by 70 centimeter canvas. And I absolutely love this canvas. I enjoyed every single second working on this. I truly did. I started this on September 24th. I completed it on October 9th. So it was on my desk for 15 total days, and I completed it in 11. It took me a total of 21 hours and 20 minutes to do this canvas. There was quite a bit of color blocking in the vases and line blocking in the shiplap in the back, as well as the pumpkins. The most confetti that I had was obviously right here in these flowers. So this row I was feeling it. But then once I got down here, it was just easy breezy and it kept going. So as you can see, it is extremely sparkly. It's just such a pretty image. And it was really rendered well. I mean, I just don't have anything bad to say about it. The drills fit very close. Let me bring you up close. Let me bring the canvas up to you so you can see how beautiful it is. Look at the drills. So pretty. So, I do have a roller here I got off of Amazon. I do want to roll this canvas. Obviously, I've never rolled a canvas before. I don't want to say that they're not popping. The drills fit on here really nicely. But I can tell that there's some drills that just aren't pushed down all the way. I felt two of them, and I thought this would be fun to do. Yeah, I could hear a couple of them click into place. I don't know if you hear them. After I'm done this, I'm going to feel and see if I feel anything that feels lifted. Some of them I think have, yeah, like this one. Pulled this one off. It's weird because it's like they're not popping, but they all fit. I don't know if it's the glue. Maybe I should try it not on the on a hard surface. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see if we... Pushing too hard. Still got one off. I really think I need to seal it because I think that the glue just isn't, because it pops right in there. It's so weird. It's like not sticking up. I didn't have a problem placing any of them. Like, you really shouldn't have popping rounds, you know. Yeah, I just think it's the glue. But, like, I can play with it and move it around and they don't come off. It's just I can't drag my hand around it, like, over it. I don't even understand. I think it's the glue. But, because, like, when I go like this, I don't feel anything lifting. I mean, I don't feel anything popping. Also, some of them do have, like, feel like taller than others. But see, you can't rub your hand on it without pulling the drill off. It's very bizarre. So yeah, I'm going to seal it. But I'm not missing any drills. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Honestly, their prices are super competitive, and this is the second one that I've done by them, and the other one as well came out absolutely stunning. I love them. But I don't know, I can't frame it tonight because I have to seal it. So I can't spray that stuff in here. This is what I'm going to seal it with. It's Mod Podge Super High Shine Clear Acrylic Sealer. And I just take it outside and I just spray it. You definitely want to take it in a very, like, preferably outside, something that's very well ventilated. Maybe even wear a mask. So, yeah. I was actually told about this stuff by Tammy. She has a YouTube channel, Tamithy. I'll link her channel below. A lot of people know Tammy in the diamond painting community. She's a sweetheart. So she had mentioned that she uses this, and I've sealed 2 paintings with this. I just take it outside, spray it, let it dry. And yeah, it doesn't really take the shine away from the drills. One of them was the American Star welcome sign that I hung outside, that was by Crystal Canvas Art Designs. And I only sprayed that one not because of, like, the lifting. I sprayed that one because I was hanging it up outside. It was the first canvas that I ever hung up outside. And I was scared of the elements making them come off. But yeah, I'm going to spray this one. So I'm going to have to frame this one with you guys in a couple days, I guess. I wasn't expecting that, because I don't want to really get the sealant on the frame. But yeah, let's talk about the canvas. So I guess the glue is an issue. Although diamond painting, it didn't feel like it. And like I said, when you touch it like this, everything feels down. It's just so weird. But I guess when you go over it, I don't want to keep doing that. You do pop one off here and there. I don't understand why, but that's what's happening. But as you can see, they look really good and in place. So I don't know what to tell you. I think it must be the glue. Although you can see it's pretty sticky. There was no issues diamond painting it, so that's important. I didn't run out of any colors. The crystals were all amazing. You know, I did have some trash crystals. And probably most of them are just like stragglers that I found. Let me see. Yeah, because I don't even see anything. Like I see like this one's like kind of weird looking. But most of them I think were just stragglers that I found, randoms. And I just threw in the trash thing. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to work on. Didn't run out of any drills. Didn't have any issues. Everything was very legible. I highly, highly recommend them. I've been on their site a couple times because the price point is super great. They deliver very quickly. It's a great one. Like this was a Christmas gift from my son. And, you know, I thought that it was a good price point as a gift, you know, to ask for. I didn't want him spending a ton of money on like a luxury diamond painting, and it delivered very quickly because we tend to ask each other a little late in the year. So, yeah, it was perfect, and it got to him in time, and I loved doing it. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and kit it down. This is going to be a really fast kit down because the only thing I'm going to do is put them in bags and put these numbers, put the stickers right off of here onto the bag, because I don't know what the DMC is. They're not the same because, you know, we don't have a DMC3. Apparently they do have a DMC list, conversion list, but you got to buy it. Yeah, it costs money. It's not free on their site, and I don't have a problem buying it, but, you know, I'm not just going to put an order out for that. I think it's $7. And then, not just that, it's out of stock. So I think that it said that they're handmade. It's out of stock right now. So, I can't get it even if I wanted to spend the money on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put those labels on it, and wait a minute. I can't put those labels on it. I have to use this legend. I actually have to use this legend because the symbols, yeah, I have to put these numbers on the bags. Because it's like 3, 4, 12, 13. You know, this is 150 and the label is R. So, yeah, I can't even do that. So I got to put the number, the actual color number on there. Hold on, let me get my stuff. Okay, so I am obviously going to keep these crystals. You know, they're gorgeous and they're great. I don't have any issues with them, so... I want to save them, and I definitely plan on doing more from this company, so it'll be nice to have spares from them in case I run out. So I'm going to write the list down in order. I'm just going to go down 3, 4, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 35, 50, 55, 56, 57, 74, 77, 78, 83, 148, 149, 150, 162, 166, 167, 168, 169, 191, 193, 202, 206, 207, and 213. We'll just do it like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to store them separately. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to make a Calming Canvas Designs box. I'm not saying that. I think I have enough boxes. And this is my knockoff, Elizabeth Ward knockoff. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's going to be super easy. And I did use the removable stickers. I guess you guys can see I did my nails again. And this one chipped today. As of today, they're a week old. So I thought I would get another week out of them. I'm debating on, I don't know if I have time to do them all, or if I'm just going to do this one. I don't know, but I'm going to record the next time, and I'm going to record the next time I do them all. So if I do decide to do them all, then you guys are going to get the nail video sooner than later. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's from tapping the tray, because I use that finger to tap the tray. And as you can see, my nails are growing now from, like, these are my nails from doing it like this. They're no longer splitting and breaking and damaged, because I'm taking time to just really soak off the polish and not scrape off my whole nail. I gotta make sure I'm doing this. Did I put these in order? I gotta make sure I do this right. So this is number 4, and 4 is 13. I know the numbers are in order. I'll take 4 off. Yeah, so these are my removable labels. So this kit down is going to be super quick, and I will. It's nighttime, and I don't really want to go outside and spray this. But I'd like to release this video tomorrow, and if I spray it tonight, I can frame it tomorrow morning. If I don't spray it tonight, then I can't frame it tomorrow morning. I have to spray it tomorrow morning. So I'm actually, after I'm done this video, because I finished my Halloween canvas. Okay, so here's 8. Here's 7. See, I don't know how that got. 7 is 17. See, I gotta pay attention. Because I finished my Halloween canvas, I am gonna start another canvas. I'm gonna do an unboxing / kit up with you guys, and I'm hoping to use this kit up system. So that'll be good. So I got it. As I was working on this canvas, I knew what was in what row, and so I didn't necessarily put it back in exact order, which is why, like, it's A, C, D, A, C, D, C. 8 is 35. Next one is A. So I'm going to grab them in order so I can put the stickers on in order. And A is 50. This is a really pretty blue. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. We have Halloween in 2 days, guys. 2 days. Oh, wait. Why is there nothing in C? Did I use every last one? Oh, I did run out of this color. I ran out of C, and I just replaced it with D because it was right next. That's right. I did run out of that color. That's okay. It was literally like 3 drills. That's right. See, this is what happens when you don't do the post review right away. You know what I mean? D is 56, so we're skipping 55. Yeah, that's right. It was only a few drills. B, C, D. I'm going to get this off of here so I don't actually accidentally use it. F is 57. F is 57. Easiest kit down ever, isn't it? So then when I get the, okay, wait a minute. E, F, G. When I get the, when I splurge the $7 for the, the conversion chart, you know, I'll go back and I'll label these according to, and G is 74, DMC number. I'm guessing that's what their conversion chart is. I mean, I hope. So GH is 77. Moogie's sleeping under my chair here. I have so many stories to tell you guys. I should have recorded a whip and chat. I don't know why I didn't. I was so focused on finishing that canvas. The Dreamers Designs. J is 78. Halloween one. You want her? You guys are gonna what? Play with her? Is he leaving?
Soon. Come on. You want to go see best friend?
So J is 78. She's tired. J, K. K is 83. She's obsessed with him. Where am I? So 148N. So it is NQR. That was a pretty one. Not a whole lot left. This is 148. Yeah, I have so many stories to tell you guys. I'm probably not gonna have time to tell. I'm not gonna have time to tell you. I'll tell you guys one of them. Okay. All right. This was so awful. And it wasn't even Moogie. It was me. Like, I definitely don't get the best dog mom award for this. This is embarrassing, guys. So I'm walking Moogie. I gave her a bath, and baths usually like wild her up, right? So I was talking to Bob, and I was like, when are we supposed to give her a bath? Like, you know, you don't want to do it before you take her to like the dog park or something where she's going to get all dirty, but you don't want to do it after, because then, you know, you wore her out for nothing. So he was like, I think you should give her a bath like right before you RTUBWX. He said, I think you should give her a bath right before you take her on a long walk. So it was really hot out this morning. I mean, this was weeks ago, guys. And so I give her a bath, and then I put her harness on, and I go to take her for a walk. I look like a hot mess. Okay. I didn't put any makeup on. Like, I was in sweatpants and a tank top, and I was walking her, and then I ended up walking her to my mom's, and I don't remember if anyone was home. I think my mom might have been home. I can't remember. 166. But then I walked her. I don't think my mom was home. I don't think anyone was home. So I think I walked all the way over there. No one was home. And then I was walking back. And as I'm walking back, now I live in a retirement community, but this young, huge, like muscle head comes out of a house, right? And he's got like 3 shaker bottles. He clearly looks like he's going to the gym. He's this huge young dude, right? And she stops. He's coming out of the house, and we're right in front of his driveway. She stops, and she's staring at him. And he, you know, she's just staring at him, and I'm like tugging her a little, like, come on. And she just keeps staring at him. I mean, she does that to everyone. That's not unusual. She just like, and he's like, oh, a puppy? And I was like, yeah, she's, I don't know. Like 7 months, I think. So this is how long ago it was, because she's going to be, or 6.5 months, maybe I had said. I don't know. And he's, and, you know, he's like, she's cute, she's friendly. And I said, yeah. So, you know, I oh, she wants to come in now. You can bring that bone into her. Can you pick that up?
Adam wouldn't play with her, so she got not play with her, but pet her.
All right. So I let go, because I had her leash in 2 hands, so I had tight control over her. I let go of the one hand, and she was able to get up and reach him. And, you know, he starts petting her, and we start talking. I said, oh, she's a little wet. You know, I just bathed her. And he's like, yeah, I can tell. And then I can't remember what we were talking about. But I know whatever we were talking about, it led to him saying, he started to tell me about his dog, and he points to the house like, you know, I got a boxer pit bull or something. And he's talking, and I'm not paying attention at this point because why? 191. I'm not paying attention at this point because she did something funny with her mouth. Now, he was rubbing her, like, she was sitting down at his feet, like she did, like we taught her, right? And she was, her head, you know, it was at his upper thigh, like crotch level, right? And he was rubbing her face, and he rubbed the side of her mouth, and she kind of like opened up her mouth and like went for his hand, like not like nipping, but not like in a playful way, you know? And I like, he's talking, and I see her do that, and I thought, never seen her do that to anyone else before. I mean, she does it to my husband because he plays with her, right? And so I'm focused on that. I actually started to kind of like pull her away because I was like, why did she do that? And then she like went up and she nipped him in the cojones, in the private parts area. I mean, she just took it, like, she was playing, but she just like went and just and pulled the shorts, and I was just like, oh my God. And guys, I was like, I'm sorry, I guess she's still a little wild up from the bath. And he's like, yeah, I guess so. And I literally just took off. This is so horrible. I didn't say, did she get you? I mean, it didn't look like it. Like, he didn't react, like he didn't jump or like scream or anything. He was just like, whoa, you know? And I didn't say, you know, I didn't correct her. That was the worst part. I didn't tell her no. Like, I was just so shocked that like, she clearly was trying to play with him because, and you know, dude, I'm just embarrassed. Like, I just literally was like, oh, and then left. Like, just started walking down the street again. Like, yeah, sorry, my dog tried to bite you in the balloonas. I don't know. I was such a freaking dog mom fail. Like, I was so hard. Like, I was like, why did you do that? Like, I was really upset with myself. But, you know, and I came home and I actually woke Bob up and I was like, oh my God. And I tell him, and he was like, did he act like he was in pain? And I was like, no. And he was like, then let it go. Who cares? And I'm just like, so then, like, later that day, I went to the gym. Bob's watching her. I came home and I brought it up again. And he was like, this is Bob. He's like, there's a dead horse on the floor and you're beating it. I was like, I was just so horrified. Like, I was so horrified. Oh my God. Yeah. So she nipped at my neighbor's cojones, right? Yeah, she did that. My dog did that. Good job, Mookie. So I have avoided that street at all costs. Yeah. She definitely didn't mean anything by it. You know, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know, he was a guy. He had a deep voice like Bob, you know, and he was rubbing her on the side of her mouth the way Bob, like, he'll be like, you know, and she thought he was playing with her. So yeah, that happened. So I've been wanting to tell you guys that story. Yeah, definite fail for me. But all right. Woohoo! That was the easiest kit down I've ever done, ever. So I'm just gonna put these guys in a tray Or maybe I'll put it in a Ziploc bag with the name of the company so I don't get confused. And then, yeah, one day I will get those because I was just on there because, you know, Diamond Dots has their own DMC code and you can get a conversion chart online. Just download one and print it up, which I did. So I was hoping that's how this company was, but now you have to purchase it. So one day I will purchase it with another canvas or two. I'm still on a no-buy, and yeah, I'm happy to be getting through some of my stash. I feel pretty accomplished, even though my shelves don't look like I've done anything at all. So I'm gonna be kitting up another project right after I shut this video off. I'm not gonna say goodbye to you guys yet. I'll see you guys back for the framing of this. Okay guys, so I have to do another voiceover because I don't know what happened to one of my videos of this video is over a course of several days because of the different steps that it took, and then the drying process, etc. So I did use that Mod Podge spray. I took it outside and I brought it in, and then I went to rub my hand on it, and the drills were still coming off. So I decided to seal it again with Liquatex, and I show you the bottle and everything in the next the next frame. So stick around. I end up getting this project completed. It took like well over a week or whatever. I'm not even quite sure, but it came out beautifully, and I'll take you through the rest of the process. Push it away. So I'm going to, you hear me snapping? Snapping drills back into place. I'm going to seal this with Liquatex Acrylic Mediums High Gloss Varnish. What is that? So you don't want to shake this because you don't want to create bubbles. So I'm just going to gently roll it, turn it, spin it. Just make sure that it's decently mixed. And I have this sponge brush here. I'm going to try this sponge brush. Sponge brush, not sponge bub. Sponge brush. And oh, that's the Moogster. The Moogster's demanding entrance. I just want to get this coat of stuff on here so that when I get back with her, I'm going to take her somewhere. This can be, well, it might not be dry for today, but see, when I rub my hand over this. Okay, so got a paper plate here. We gently turned and mixed our medium. I want to shake it so bad, guys. I want to shake it. It's very milky-like. Okay. We're just going to go over. I'm going to make, as I do this, I'm going to make sure that the drills are pushed down. Okay, so coat this. I know I've never done it on a diamond painting. I've done it on, I showed you guys the keychain. So it goes on milky. Okay. So I'm gonna go up and down and then across. Just to make sure I get all angles. I do see bubbles. So I see bubbles. I hope that that doesn't mean that it'll dry with bubbles. Very tiny bubbles. I don't think that it will. Let me see something. Just want to make sure I'm using the right tool. All of these brushes. Do the brushes. Make less bubbles. I can't tell. Let me see. Big brushes in here. I don't want to sit here with this little tiny brush. You know what I mean? I got a huge surface area to cover here. So let's just get out a big brush. And let's see. Would I be better off going like this with a big paintbrush? No, it still causes bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this row. It causes bubbles because it's going over all these drills. And it's such a thin liquid. But I can already see that it's I can already see that they're And the more I go over it, the more bubbles it causes. But they seem to like dissipate as you let it rest. So let's see. Let's see how we do. So I'm going to do this row here. Maybe here. And I know like all up to here. So you gotta push this down and this down and that down. Moogie, stop. So I just made sure that all of the drills are pushed down. All right. I did up to 3. That's gonna be my we're gonna let this dry as our test strip. So we did up to the 3 all the way across. Yeah, it seems like the bubbles go away. That being said, I'm still... You hear me have to push that down? Let's let that. This is going to be a process. I'm going to let that row dry and we'll come back. Okay, I am so happy with how this dried. Look at this. You can't even tell. I'm sorry, we just came in from outside and she saw someone that had like a miner's hat on and it's dark out and she just is like freaked out. You can't tell where I put that stuff. And there's no bubbles and nothing is raised. Like I can't push anything down. So it all dried. Perfect. Let me see. Yeah. Finally, I can rub my hand over it. Okay. Well, see, I just lost a drill. So, I'm gonna go ahead and this was not sealed down here because I only sealed up to the 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and push down. I'm gonna go ahead and seal the rest of this, and I'm just gonna seal it because now I know how it's drying. I'm not concerned. So I washed these out. Just gonna use the brush here. Some of this is still wet, but first I am just gonna, you know what I think I'll do is I'll excuse me. I have like all this. I'm just gonna put a line down so I know where I've done. So I've just gonna go across like this. I know I've done like the 3 and down. Okay. And that way I have an idea of how far up to go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down. So let me feel and just push everything down. That's the problem. That's why we're doing this. I don't really feel. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do go ahead and do this. And now I'm going to go up to this flower here. Like that. I'm not worried about the bubbles now because I know that they'll, I'm just going to spread this around and give a nice coat. Yeah, so I started this morning, and this is dry. This is dry. It probably only takes a couple of hours to dry. Just want to make sure I get, you know, in between the drills. So we stick. I don't want anything lifting. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. I'm going to use, I'm not going to use any more washi after that line. I just wanted to have an idea of where to start. More, it's where to start pushing and looking for the drills to be popped up than where to, because, you know, if I do a second coat, it's not going to hurt anything, but I just wanted to make sure that I want to make sure I push down all the drills that need to be pushed down. Okay. And actually the bubbles help me see exactly where I did. So I'm going to move it up and go ahead and feel again. Make sure everything's pushed down. So it's Monday. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do not think I'm going to get mums and do all that because we're already, Moogie's officially 8 months today. Got a frog in my voice, a frog in my throat. She was born March 4th and it's November 4th. So she's officially 8 months today. She weighs about 75 pounds. And I'm hoping she gets up to 90. She does not look like she weighs 75 pounds. Like when I tell people that she's just about 75 pounds, they're shocked. They don't think she looks even 70, but she's just, you know, solid muscle. And so it's very deceiving. And I realize that, but she is. So I feel like she's not going to look ginormous at 90 like we think she would, you know. Yeah, I just took her outside. I had to get my glasses out of the car because, you know, I have 20 pairs, but I can only find a couple and they're all in my car now. All right, so I'm gonna go, I guess I'm gonna go up to here, like up to this line where that part of the flower ends. I'm gonna go here, up to here. I feel like I ran my hands all like up to there. Yeah, so she's officially 8 months. I can't believe we've only had her for 6 months. Like, it just feels like we've had her for a lot longer than that. I think just with all the memories I've made with her already, because I take her out like every day I'm off. So I worked all weekend. I had a great weekend at work. It's funny because, you know, the young nurses, a lot of them are leaving because they're bored. They're like, they want to see more. They want to do more. And I did all that. I worked in a very acute, high acuity hospital and seen a lot. Like, and you know, when I left there, everyone was like, you're going to be bored. And I'm like, boring's underrated. Like, I don't mind being bored. I much prefer the boring nights over, you know, physically running around trying to keep people from dying. Like, it's, you know, it's a lot, it's very stressful. And so I like my boring nights. That's a good night at work when everyone is stable and you know, recovering from their pneumonia or their urosepsis, and they're doing it beautifully. I love that. Without any complications. But what was it? So yeah, I had a really great weekend. Really great weekend. And I forget where I was going with that. Oh, but you know, Moogie is, Bob takes care of Moogie all weekend, and I pretty much take care of her all week because I work over the weekends, and you know, I work at night. So I think she understands the schedule. Like, I think she gets it. Like, when she sees my lunch bag and she knows that I'm sleeping during the day, I think she understands that she's Bob's. And she protests. I'm just kidding. In my mind, she protests. I want my mommy. She's been doing a lot more of the, after I get home from work, I take, you know, a super hot shower and I scrub my skin. Someone at work was like, do you shower after work? And I was like, yeah. Like, what are you talking about, Willis? But anyway, I love my showers after work. It's like the best feeling. You know, you get those scrubs off and you go in this like smoking hot shower. I come out looking like a lobster, and I have my shower brush, which is super rough, and I scrub my skin and then I oil it all up. I've been doing this because my skin's been getting dry, probably from scrubbing it, and probably from the heat or the cold, you know. We haven't had the heat on per se, but and I lather my skin up with this really heavy Nivea cream and the jojoba oil. joke at work. I'm like, I oil myself up and then I go into bed, and Bob always has the heated mattress pad on, and I get in the bed and I fry like a roasted chicken. I get into bed and I'm like, it's the best feeling in the world, guys. The best feeling in the world. And she's so cute. She's been coming in after getting up, and every morning just about we meet up with the Doberman, her friend. Bob calls it her sister. And they play not very long. 20 to 30 minutes. They run around and chase each other, and they get the morning zoomies out, and then they go and Moogie eats her breakfast, and Zoe goes and eats her breakfast. Yeah, it's really nice that we each have a big dog that needs to burn, some energy. So I'm going to go up to here. They look for each other in the morning now. It's just about every morning. Like yesterday, I was pulling up and they were walking. I can't say the dog's name because my dog will get triggered. Now when you say her name, she runs to the front window and she looks outside looking for her. And the Doberman, when she passes our house, she stops looking and crying for her, hoping that she comes out so that they can go over to the field together. So cute. So I was pulling up on Sunday morning and they were walking over there, and she's like asking me through the car, like, you gonna bring Moogie up? And Bob had just pulled back up with her. He took her over to another field. So we walked right over there and let them play a little bit. And then she was so tired from running for 90 minutes with Bob and then running with her friend for 30 minutes. After she ate, she crawled right into bed with me. And then this morning, I pulled up and I came in the house and they weren't in there, but his truck was there. So I walked right over to the field and they were playing. Her and Zoe were playing. So I, hung out and we talked, and I came home, I showered, she ate breakfast. And after, she came into the room and came into the bed, and she fell asleep right next to me. Like, her head was where Bob's head usually is. That's the first time she fell asleep like that with me. It was so cool. Yep, and I woke up, she was gone. He said she stayed with me for a few hours. So yeah, she's really understanding, when I pull out that lunchbox and I wear those scrubs, and I sleep during the day, that, she's going to be hanging out with Daddy. And then she somehow knows after 2 nights, I'm going to take over and take her out. So today, she was excited. And I said to her, we were laying on the floor, I did eat my breakfast before I said this. I said, you want to go on an adventure? And she shot right up. And yeah, she shot right up. And she started crying. And I had to just, I don't put a lot of makeup on. I just put just the bare minimum. So I just had to do my face a little bit. and just changed my pants and stuff. And she was crying. I'm like, give me a minute. So now I know I can't say that to her till I'm ready to go. I didn't even know she would know what that meant, but yes, she sure did, because whenever we're in the car, I'm like, we're on an adventure. And like we'll stop one place and I'm like, adventure number 1. And then we'll go somewhere and I'm like, adventure number 2. So she knew what that meant. Okay, I think we're good. So I took her, first stop was, of course, a pup cup. And then, you know what, I better take this off. What if it glues this to the freaking canvas? That washi tape? Okay. Yeah, first stop was for a pup cup, and then we went to this small dog park, and then and she played with this one little black dog. Oh geez, Disco. I was like, what was his name? Disco. And they chased each other and wrestled. And then I took her to PetSmart and got her podicure. She gets that like every 2 weeks. If you go there before 6 p.m., they give you, and you're a walk-in, you don't schedule, you just walk in, they give you $5 off. So yeah, they do her teeth, her ears, her and grind her nails. And she's awesome. She does totally fine. So every 2 weeks I do that because I don't want her nails, her quick, to grow too far. I made that mistake with Soju, where her quick, you know, became very long. And so we had to leave her nails long. And the only way to shorten it is by to, you know, very often cut her nail just a little bit to shorten the quick. And she was not very good with nail cutting, which is why they grew so long. So I learned a lot with Soju. I learned quite a bit. So all the things that I did wrong with her, I'm trying not to do wrong with Moogie. And so got her used to, you know, having her nails trimmed and her feet touched. And so she's totally, like, they love her. They're like, she was awesome. She just stands there and lets them pick her feet up, and she doesn't care. She's so distracted by everything else that's happening in the salon. She's like just watching everybody move around, the other dogs, the lady sweep the hair up. Like, she doesn't even know what they're doing to her. She could care less. She's just standing there like her eyes are moving a mile a minute. So we went and did that. And then we came home. She's so funny. So the lady at the register, she's known this lady since I got her, since we first started going to PetSmart. This lady's been watching her grow up, and she gives her chicken treats. She buys these chicken treats and she leaves them in the bowl, and she always gives her treats, and she knows this. So we walk in, and as soon as she sees the lady, we're not even near her. As soon as we're just like in the entryway. As soon as she sees her, she sits down. I was dying. She's like trying to get a treat. She's like staring at the lady. The lady looks over and she's like, oh my God, there she is. I'm like, she sat as soon as she saw you for her treat. So she gave her, she's like, let me give you a welcome treat, and then you'll get a goodbye treat. So yeah, she loves her. She's like, she is so beautiful. She is so beautiful. That's what when I went to the dog park, this guy had a Cane Corso. I've met him before. Like, when I walked up to the gate, I'm like, is that Magnus? And he's like, yeah, I met you before. I was like, yeah. And he's like, I remember the Roddy. He's like, I can't believe you remember his name. I'm like, well, it fits him. Magnus. He's like huge. So he just, the whole time, he's like, every time he looks at her, he's like, her face is so cute. Go up to here, and then one more time. One more time. So then we'll let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning we'll finish this video. We'll go ahead and I hate that I'm not going to have mums out there, but I just don't feel like it's worth getting mums at this point and spending all that money on flowers when it's already the 4th of November. Tomorrow will be the 5th. Maybe I'll get a couple. Maybe I'll just get like a few mums. I still have to rip out the other flowers. It's not horrible. My spring flowers, my summer flowers. They don't look like, they're not like all dead. They don't look like, you know, it doesn't look like completely horrible, but it certainly doesn't look, you know, well kept. Let's just put it that way. They're just so big. It's going to take up a whole trash can. So I've been putting it off. I don't like gardening. You guys know that. I've never made. So I have to go. I'll get a couple mums, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I do have fall flags out there, though. I have fall flags, summer flowers. Yeah, it's quite the look. These feel good. Yeah, most of these feel good. Very good. Good, good, good. All right, I think one more pour. All right, sip of coffee. Let's wrap this up. Go up and down since so I didn't really care about the border getting dirty and hairy and all that, because I am going to cut it all off or cover it. So the top and the bottom will be covered by the frame, and the sides I'm cutting it off up to the drills. So it doesn't matter if it's clean or dirty, because it's not going to be part of this canvas anymore. So I have quite a few diamond paintings on the floor and standing up on, like, on the side. I think I'm going to get one more shelf, like a small shelf for underneath the window that I can put rest of these diamond paintings on. And I thought about it. Like, my daughter asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I was going to say, like, a crystal canvas art designs. But I ended up sending her a robe, a link to a robe. I just do not think I need any more diamond paintings right now, you know. Until I clear some of it. In fact, I started that whole, if I, you know, after I finish 5, I earn a token. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to stick to that, but I forgot to see how many I'm at. So the past video that I made, I had 3 finishes. 3, 4, 5. I think I earned a token because I think I started talking about this when I started Fairy Friends. So I think I earned a token. All right. Now we just got to let this dry. And you can already see some spots that's starting to dry, like a little clear, no bubbles and stuff. So I will come back tomorrow and we will wrap this video up finally. Okay? All right, guys. Yeah, loving it. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, peoples. I'm trying not to hit Moogie with my chair. Her head is like right there. But I need, okay, she moved her head because she saw a wheel coming towards it. Anyway, so here it is. It is sealed with that Liquatex, and yeah, nothing's popping off now. It's still super shiny. Like, my daughter came in here, she's like, this one's so shiny. Look at it. So gorgeous. Love it. It's not crazy stiff like you see, but it's a little stiffer. So, and that's fine, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the sides here up to the drills on both sides. I have this board to protect my tablecloth and my table, and I have this extremely sharp, super sharp X-Acto knife, I guess, that was gifted to me. I'm going to be very careful because, yeah, very careful. And I'm just going to start here because I want to make sure that I'm and it's pretty, the drills pretty much guide the knife. Okay, that's one side. We'll do the other side. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm just concentrating. I'm trying to get as close to the drills as possible because I don't want a lot of white showing. You know, against the drills. But the drills are pretty good at being a guide. They really are. And then when you get to one that's kind of outside the line, you just go around it. Just going to cut this off. Okay, let's go ahead and put the cap back on this so we don't hurt ourselves, and put it back in its case. That thing was such an amazing gift, Gloria. I love you. Okay, now, so look how beautiful those lines are. See how nice it looks? Okay, so don't be afraid because they're not going to come off. I used to be afraid, trust me. I understand why you're afraid if you are afraid, because I was right there with you. So, let me raise you guys up. Okay, I have done this. That's Moogs. She played with one of my good friends, her dog, and Moogie met for the first time. And they had a play date. And they had so much fun. I'll put a little clip my friend took right here.
Is that on 38? No.
Okay, now I have done these frames before. I have a way of doing them. If you don't know what these frames are, these are called magnetic poster frames, okay? And so they're very inexpensive. It's a great way to do your diamond painting. You just measure along the top, right? In inches, not centimeters. Measure along from drill to drill, and then you figure out what is the best size for your diamond painting. So for instance, drill to drill in inches, this was, I thought it was 19 and a half. 19 and a half. So I got 20 inch frames. Okay, and so it's going to hang out off just a little bit on each side. It's better, in my opinion, for the frame to hang over than it is for the diamond painting to hang over. Now, so the top has the string, okay, and the back is, the string goes to the back, right, because you want it as close to the wall as possible. And then the front does not have the string, okay? And then the bottom does not have a string, it's just the bottom, okay? They do, be careful, you can pinch your fingers in these, in between these, okay? This is a nice I'm going to tell you, some of them are not as strong as others. This is a very strong magnet. So, you know, you want to keep that in mind. Okay, now, there's a couple things you got to keep in mind when you do these. And one of them is you want to cut the top so that it's not showing through. But you also want to leave as much as possible because you want to have as much, you know, it grabbing on to as much as it can. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw a line across. And then I'm going to cut right underneath the line. Okay. I'm going to use this as my ruler. So I'm resting it up against the drills here. Now this step I've never done before. This, I've always just eyeballed it. This way it'll be straight. I just came up with this, okay? So, get my scissors, and I'm gonna cut right below it a little bit because the wood pushed it. And this way I can stay straight. You're pretty high above me, so I can't see what you can or cannot see unless I stand up. Okay, now let's test it. So I'm gonna put the string in the back, and this doesn't have to be perfect because I just want to make sure that I cut down low enough. Okay. Yes, so you don't see any white hanging over. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom here. I'm going to measure it out. Now, it's not done, okay? I do another step to this. There's a little more to it than there's a little more to it than just this. This is just step one. Along here. Try to stay as straight as possible. I'm not doing a great job of it right now. I don't know why it's... Did a much better job up top. Okay, let's just test it. hard time getting this straight. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now the next step is I put double-sided tape on both sides of this to help it adhere. Just like this. I don't go over the magnets. Do it on both sides of the wood and the top and the bottom. Just to give it a little extra security. All right. Okay. Do this side. And then it's important when you put this on, there's a couple things. One, you go up against the drill line, flush against the drill line. And two, it's even, the amount of frame that hangs on each side, out on each side is even. Okay. So I want like a 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch, or a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch on each side. Okay. That's good. So now this tape will help it this is the tricky part. Getting the tape to stay on the wood. I might have gotten it. Get a pair of tweezers. The pointier, the better. Okay. Oh, these stick to the magnets too. Why is this not lifting? So now I'm going to put this up against the drills. Let me see here. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so it's up against the drills. I feel like the wood is not 100%. Like there. Perfect. Okay. Now we just have to take off the backing of this tape. Hope it's not as hard. That came off easy. Oh, good. Good. Perfect. And this one will be easier because it's going to snap into place like that. So there was no measuring. And then you just squish them together. And you try to make sure it's up against the drills. See, that's good enough. Okay, so that's the bottom. The bottom is done now. We're just going to do the same to the top. And I love the mahogany, or the teak wood for this. Now for the top, I go over the string like that. Do you see what I did? So here's the string, I go over it. And remember, this is the back piece. Give me back my scissors. I bought a box of this different size double-sided adhesives, and I used so much of it. It's been such a great investment. So you see I cover the string. So I'm going to do the same with the front one. And we just need 2 pieces for each end. Okay. Now, this is the front one, so we're going to put this one on first. Okay. And again, we want to make sure that we're even on both sides, and we are getting as close to the drills as possible. Okay. And then we'll get the back side. Now it's nighttime, so I have to hang this up outside and record it tomorrow. Oh, come on. Give it to me. Yes. Okay. Perfect. And again, we don't have to line this one up as much. Well, that didn't. That snapped on too quick. There we go. Let me see. Well, I don't have to worry about it coming off. I can't even pull it off. So there's that. And voila. That's it. What do you think, guys? So I'm going to hang it up outside and I will show you what it looks like tomorrow, okay? And that's how easy it is to frame with these magnetic poster frames. And yeah, it's on there. I cannot even rip them apart to like adjust the back a little bit. So there you go. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's the morning time. There's the Moogs. Say hi, Moogs. Moogie. And this is, we didn't do Mom's. Bob did this. So Bob did all of this. I got the flag. Look at our Roddy flag. And yeah, he cleaned off all the old flowers. And yeah, there it is. So unfortunately, it's not super sunny out. Doesn't it look like her, that flag? Moogie. Moogs, what are you looking at? Hey. She hears something. Moogie. She's so intense. Moogie. Look at Mommy. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. She's on guard. Moogs. Oh my goodness. Talk about avoidance. Ugh. Zoe. She knows her friend. She knows her friend. Okay, so yeah, that's our front. And there's the diamond painting. And she's holding up beautifully. It's been a few days. My neighbor saw it and was like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Yeah, super happy. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Keep diamond painting.